Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining me on this webinar today. My name is Kelsey Etry, your account manager here at Digital Gateway. And today, we are going to be talking about annual maintenance, basically talking about the benefits of it, what's included, and answering the question, what's in it for you? So this is a quick little overview. Like I said, we're going to talk about what's included in your annual maintenance, some of the top features in the latest versions of eAutomate, and we're going to talk specifically about a couple of features in there. I'm also going to go over PCI compliance, some benefits and ROI, as well as discussing some add-on products. And if there's any time left at the end, I'll answer any questions that you guys have. Okay, so what's included? The most important thing is that you're able to get the latest version of eAutomate. We're currently on version 7.6.5, and we'll be releasing 8.0 at the beginning of next year. We also include 5 technical support incidents. You get access to STEPS and Customer Resource Center. It also makes it so you can purchase additional products and services, and you can become a member of the eAutomate users group. And we'll go over each one of these a little more in detail. So these are a list of the versions of eAutomate that has been created over the last couple of years. So if you know exactly what version you're on, it's kind of fun to see like where you're at, and we're currently on this version. And I like to think of each version of eAutomate being similar to a Mac product because they started out, with a great feature, but every version since then it's become better and more high-tech and included a lot more features in the product. So I definitely recommend, this is kind of a good visual for me. Okay, I wanted to go over some of the top features in the latest versions of eAutomate. Now I've sent this out to probably most of you, so most of you have probably seen it, but I'm also going to show you just to make sure and talk about a couple features. So this is for version 8.0, which will be released next year, and this is just talking about some of the features in it. We've included the full PCI integration, included a couple features with the inventory logistics console, and I will go over that in more depth. We also have the .NET version and the .NET platform, so that's been a huge feature. And each one of these just goes over a couple features in each one of the versions, and I just want to make sure you guys saw that, and it is on the website. Also, we have a What's New documentation, and this goes over exactly every single feature that's included in the version of eAutomate. So over here you can see it has a little description of what it is, as well as a screenshot. So I've had a customer who looked at the What's New documentation for the version they're currently on, and she said, wow, there's a lot of features here that I haven't even seen, that I didn't even know existed in the current version I'm at. So it's kind of some good training material as well. Okay, so STEPS. This is one of the things that are included in your maintenance, and it's an acronym that stands for Systematic Training and Expert Performance Support. So basically it is a great training resource, and you can watch training video clips, kind of how-to instructions, and there's also some tips and tricks on there. And there's about 300 topics that you can learn about. So it's a great feature. We also have our Customer Resource Center, and this is a place where you can get the latest version of eAutomate, answer frequently asked questions that they have, message boards, there's a knowledge database, so another great training and support tool. You can also become a member of the eAutomate users group. With this, one person from each company for free gets to be a member of this, and you can have discussions with other eAutomate users. You can have access to DGI knowledge base and wiki, and you can also register for the user group sponsored events and meetings. Every year eAutomate has a users group conference that's held in Utah, and basically it is a week-long training series, and it has a ton of guest speakers. Your account managers will be there. It's a great place where a ton of users can get together and learn more about eAutomate and converse with each other. Well, something else that's really cool about the users group is that every year customers get to vote on some of the latest features that they want to include in eAutomate. And so the top 15 we include it in our next version. And I know that that's something that a lot of our users like, to be able to have the option to have a say in what's included in the next version. Here's also another thing, just as a side note, you can follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. On LinkedIn, we're constantly putting up little tidbits of information and kind of what's going on in the industry and with Digital Gateway, and I would strongly recommend joining that. And I'm also a member with LinkedIn, so kind of exciting. Okay, so now we're going to quickly talk about being PCI compliant. And basically, for those of you who may not know what that is, it's a payment card industry. And we've had a ton of webinars, and there's a ton of information on our website as well as this website. But basically, being PCI compliant is saying that you can't store credit card information unless it's in a secure PCI compliant environment. And obviously, with eAutomate, there's a credit card, so we've had to kind of focus and change our process a little bit. And some of the options is that you can remain current on your current version and risk being non-compliant and possibly being fined if they catch you. You can also upgrade to 765, which removes the process to be able to hold or store or process any credit card information and seek your own PCI compliant processing solution. And then our recommendation is to integrate with Element, to go with Element, because Element has integrated into eAutomate, and we're partners now. And it's a PCI compliant credit card company, and so they'll be able to store your credit card information and make sure that you are being PCI compliant. And again, there's a lot more information about this on Digital Gateway's website. Okay, so now I'm going to quickly go over kind of what's been going on. So I love this image because it shows us, it kind of shows exactly where eAutomate is right now, what we've done over the past couple of years. So you have your basic eAutomate software, and then there's a couple extra features like steps, which we talked about, eAgent and eViews, which are included with your maintenance. And then we also have add-on products, which are just additional features that, that Digital Gateway has made for eAutomate, and I have a separate webinar that will go over each one of those just so you can get a basic idea of them. And then all of the partners that we've integrated with for CRM, meter assessments, just additional products, leasing, as well as some other partners. So this is kind of fun to see all of that. Okay, so now I'm going to quickly go over some of the features that are in eAutomate. So the contract import utility is a new feature that's been released in 765, and basically it's a way to push the contract from the contract import utility and into eAutomate. So you can use it, create the contract, start it from these top 5 options, and then it pushes into the contract import utility, and basically these are just tabs that you can step through to create your contract. And some of the cool features with this is that you can auto-create equipment records, you can quickly create meter groups, and you can auto-create the contract. And then it pushes, once you've created the contract, it pushes it into eAutomate. So it's a great new feature. A lot of our users really like it and have benefited from it. And here are just some screenshots of it, so the import settings, the meter group settings, and then those tabs that I talked about to help you create the contract. Okay, so now we're going to talk about eAgent tasks. Now this one has been around for a couple versions, so it's been around for a while, but we've recently enhanced it a lot and put a lot of new features in it, some of them being that you can auto-create PM calls, you can auto-invoice sales orders, auto-invoice service calls, auto-queue customer statements, and basically what eAgent is it makes it so you can run a range of automation tasks at scheduled times. So it's a great feature, and this is just an ROI from one of our customers. We have an ROI calculator that I've put on the website, so you can play around with for your company as well to see what your ROI would be. Basically, these are just some of the features that I talked about, the new features, and basically what the ROI is and the potential savings is by using each one of these tasks. So we can go into the inventory management and just show you this. So this is number of calls closed per month. For this company was 447. The percentage of rescheduled calls a month was 20%, and the price per rescheduled call was 100, making this potential savings over $42,000 So just for this little tiny feature, this little task in eAgent, in eAutomate, it has a great potential savings for you. And as you can see, for this specific company, with just using these features, it's a potential savings of over $74,000. And I know that no one's annual maintenance costs that much, so this one is a great ROI and shows you how much you can benefit from the new features. Okay, then I'm also going to talk a little bit about the Inventory Logistics Console. And basically, this is a way to automate purchase and transfer orders. So you can choose and examine from these 4 different areas of the Automate: sales orders, service calls, restock levels, and inventory requests. And then you push them into the ILC, which will analyze the stock, assign the vendor, and create the orders. And then from there, you can create the purchase and transfer. Great feature in eAutomate. Here are just some screenshots of that. And then here is, for a lot of our dealers, we've asked them, and this is what they said their process was without the ILC. So I'm just going to say that we're going to say no to all these so I can walk through the process for you. So say this, sales order was created. Is the inventory in stock? No. Can I transfer the item? No. So you have to create the PO. Who's my preferred vendor? What lead time do I need? Manually enter the PO, print the PO, and then fax or enter it to the vendor's website. Then you receive the PO, release the sales order, and fulfill the sales order. Kind of long process. Sure, this might be similar to yours. This is what most of our dealers have said their process was. Okay, so this is the process with the ILC, and you can see that it's already eliminated a ton of steps, a lot more blank. And I'll go through this process as well. So sales orders created. Is the inventory in stock? No. Can I transfer the item? No. So you create the purchase order, and you can see all of these steps are eliminated, and it goes straight to print PO. Then you can fax or re-enter the PO on the vendor's website, receive the PO, and fulfill the sales order. And the benefits for this specific company, the number of steps reduced that they were able to reduce were 6. The average length of time per step was 1 minute. Number of POs per month was 240, and 0 transfers per month, making the potential savings for this customer over $11,000. So just with these 2 features alone, with the ILC and the eAgent tasks, it's been able to save companies a ton of money, and there's a great ROI for them. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go over the add-on products. These are add-on products here, and I don't want to spend too much time on them, but I will have a different webinar for them, but I just wanted to show you what's available for you. Okay, and we also have add-on products webinars that go on every week. So if you were interested in checking those as well, you can do that to get more information on them. We also have different training and support plans that you can find out as well. And again, all this information is on the website. Where and just as continually coming out with new features and enhancements to help dealers improve automation, connectivity, and visibility. And I really wanted to make sure that you guys just got a little bit of that from this webinar, and just to see some of just a couple of the benefits of what eAutomate can do for you. So thank you so much for your time, and enjoy the webinar.